So Jerry Jones has spoken with Deion Sanders about becoming their next head coach. In my personal opinion, I don't see this working out at all. Not because I think Deion's a bad coach. I think he's a great coach. But it's Jerry Jones. He's going to self-sabotage. Think about it. Jerry Jones is always in the media, always in the starlight. It's his way or the highway. That's why when you see these coaches get hired, they're pretty much just a figurehead because they really don't have control over the roster, who they get to keep, who they get to cut, who gets traded. They're just there, and Jerry really runs the whole show. You guys got to realize, right? When you're a college head coach, you are the owner, you are the GM, you are the head coach. You call all the shots. You control the roster, who stays on the team, who leaves, who comes in, who goes, who plays, and who doesn't. Jerry Jones controls that in Dallas. The head coaches, from what I've heard, from what I've seen in interviews, they don't really have that freedom as a coach to really go out there and be a coach. But I would say, in a potential instance where this could work out, it's because Deion is bigger than Jerry Jones. You see, before all these other coaches, Mike McCarthy, Jason Garrett, these guys are great coaches, but they're not the brand that Deion Sanders is. They're not Coach Prime. They're not a Hall of Fame football player. You know, Jerry Jones, at the same time, he can run and say what he wants to those guys. He's not going to get away with the same things with Deion Sanders. And what concerns me, right, I don't know Deion Sanders' motivation. I don't know Deion. I only know from what I see and from what I hear. But I remember watching a documentary or an interview, and he said the reason why he got into coaching in the first place was for his son, starting in Little League, right? I think that he said they were doing all types of crazy hitting drills and things like that, so he wanted to be a part of that teaching and developmental process. He coached them from Little League to high school to Jackson State, now at Colorado. So my thing is he really going to take this job to coach Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, or does he want to coach his sons in the NFL? Because he's coached his sons pretty much all the way throughout his entire coaching career. And I'm not saying he can't coach other guys, he can't coach Dak Prescott, but I know from what I've seen, his prime reason for coaching, no pun intended, was for him to go and coach his sons and to develop his sons. And he said it himself that he will coach his sons, or he will want to coach his sons in the NFL. But when it comes to motivator, leader, you know, getting the best out of guys, Deion Sanders has that. He has that it factor. He can bring the best out of anybody. I'm sure he'll be an inspiration to all those grown men in that locker room, and they would love to have him as a coach. But at the same time, I just don't see with his personality and Jerry Jones, there's going to be some collisions because Jerry Jones ultimately runs the show there. That's his team, and rightfully so, he is the team owner. And we all know Deion Sanders played for Jerry Jones back when he was a player, and I think he won a championship when he was there. So is this really worth losing a friend, losing a good relationship because you want to hire him to be a coach? Because it's going to be collision. Jerry Jones has instances and he has incidents with every single coach he hires because he wants to be the reason why they win. He wants the credit. You see it time and time again from the interviews. What other owner do you guys see in the media? You probably don't even know what the owner looks like for half these teams. That's my only reason why I don't think it's going to work out. Not because I don't think Coach Prime can't coach. I think he's a great coach. Look at what he's doing in Colorado. He changed the culture. They're the hottest team as far as popularity-wise in college football, and they've gotten drastically better from year one to year two. But as far as coaching in NFL, just not with the Cowboys. I don't want to see him in Dallas. But let me know, what do you guys think? Because in my opinion, I don't think it's going to work out.